I can see your eyes staring into mine, but it's a battlefield and you're on the other side. You can throw your words sharper than a knife and leave me cold in another house on fire. I lay low, watch the bridges burn. I lay low. What more could I have done? Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble into dust when they're held. Now you only bring me black roses under your spell. She told me twice all her good advice, but I couldn't see. I was clouded by your lies. Up in smoke, a vision she foretold. She said stay away, 'cause that boy's a warning sign. I lay low, and watch the bridges burn. Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble into dust when they're held. Now you only bring me black roses under your spell. And I'm done trying to be the one picking up the broken pieces. And I'm done trying to be the one who says clever dear, but I'm leaving. Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble into dust when they're held. Now you only bring me black roses, but I'm not under your spell. 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 I'm not under your spell.
All right, we'll try this again. Can you guys hear me? Anyone? I got these from Tamu. I haven't used them yet. They're supposed to be glow in the dark. I haven't even opened them yet, but they're supposed to be glow in the dark dog tags. I don't know if they work. There's no way to turn them on. And they don't glow in the dark regularly. Yeah, they're not glowing. Phoenix bought a bunch of Legos from there, and they're all garbage. He said, like, they can't even stay together. They keep falling apart. Oh, there it goes. There's a button that doesn't work. Oh, there it goes. It works. See, it does work. We got 2 of them. One for Winston and one for Buka. First time I watched you had this background, I thought it was your office. It is. It is my office. So I apologized before. I don't know what happened. My speakers were all screwed up. So, I mean, not my speakers, my microphone. But we got speakers. I'm so excited. They finally got here. They work really, really well. They were not expensive. I mean, $70, but my last speakers were $150. So this seems cheap. No. That's, I mean, if you want to talk about him, you can, but that's not who I was talking about. I actually came across a story that I was like, whoa, that's where I went to jail. Somebody gets all that. So I apologize for not going live last night. I was doing candles till literally 5:30 in the morning. Then I finally went to sleep, woke up at 12 today and had to go prom dress shopping with my daughter all day. And we finally found one. And I'll show you guys because she was very, very excited. And after trying on like 50 dresses, leaving that store, going to 2 other stores. And it's, you know what I learned that we don't have here, which I was shocked. The only department stores that we have are Bell's, Dillard's, and Belk's, Dillard's, and one other. I was like, don't we have a Macy's somewhere or nothing? Nothing. Now, growing up in New York, I'm used to having stuff. I'm used to having like supermarket at every, I mean, not supermarket, a department store like on every corner. The malls are filled with them. We don't have any, like none. It's weird. And I just never thought that we wouldn't have a department store. Yeah, we have Dillard's and we have Belk's. That's it. Those are the only 2 department stores. And I just thought it was weird. I did. I was like, wow, this is strange. Thank you, Grace. So, been there and done that 12 years ago? Seriously, like I had no idea. I was like, where's all the department stores? And then they had this one place to buy dresses that is so fucking overpriced. I was like, hell no. No way. So, yeah, we were at the mall. That's what I'm saying. Like, they really don't have anything. You don't have much to choose from. And I was like, this is like the big mall here. I'm telling you, I was shocked. So we ended up trying on like 25 dresses, none of which were good. They were either too big, like some she was wearing 1s and 2s, others she was wearing 3 and 4, 5s were all too big. But each one of them, like so many of them at Dillard's had like something wrong. Like the strap looked like it was going to break, or it was just problem after problem. I was like, we're not having good luck. And we didn't even know how we were going to top last year's dress because last year's dress was phenomenal. So we looked at David's Bridal. Nobody had anything like nice. So we go get something to eat, and then we go back to Dillard's. And I was like, let's look one more time. A lot of times we'll see something. And at that point, she really wasn't trying on ones like size 1 and 3. And I was like, why don't we try them? Just maybe they'll fit. She's like, I doubt they're going to fit. I'm more of a 4, 3, 4. We'll try it anyway. So a lot of them did. And I said, see? So finally, we picked like 3 of them. And then I said to my Patreons, I'm like, all right, which one? I wanted the one she ended up getting. They agreed with me. Winston, shut up. So I'll show you guys the dress we ended up getting. And I also got her a prom date, which I'll explain in a minute. So that's the one we ended up getting. That's the back. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, it looks beautiful on her. It really does. She's not. She's 5'9". That's what I'm saying. And she's got this big old J-Lo butt. I make fun of her all the time. But that's the dress. She said it's a little weird. Like, at this picture, she was holding her hair up. She doesn't need a sweater. You sound like someone else. You sound like Squirrel. So yeah. So that's it was. Yeah. I wanted the magenta to win. I was like, everything about it, Sage, is perfect. I do make fun of her booty. Everything about it is perfect. The color is great. The fall of it is great. It fits your top really well, like, because she has really small boobs, so it's hard to find something. Oh, I got 20 new memberships. I can't see that. Where do you see 20 new memberships? Oh, I see 10. Oh no, that was on my last one. Hold on. Someone donated 10 memberships on the last one. I never even saw it. What? Hold on. Oh, I see that. Thank you so much, Crystal. Crystal, you the one that did it on the last one? Because I didn't see the last one. The gay guy approves of this dress. Thank you, John. And it really is a nice dress. I'll show you the others that we were looking at. Hold on. I took pictures of the ones we were like unsure of. Hold on. She's going to be like, Mom, why are you sending me all these pictures? All right. Yeah, the color is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Hold on. So these were the others we were contemplating. This was like the first one she put on, and I like this one, but there was something wrong with one of the straps. This one looked really cheap in person. Hold on, let me start at the beginning. Whoop. No, that was me. Didn't like this one at all. She liked the bottom of this, hated the top. This one, I didn't like this line here. I thought it made it look cheap. I was like, this line's got to go. The circle one is gray. I didn't like that either. But we both like the back of this. This one, we couldn't decide if we liked it or hated it. This was this one. It was kind of tight. Whoop, whoop. Those are all the ones we contemplated. The white one, but in yellow, they didn't have yellow. So we ended up getting, after all those trying on, yeah, I don't know what just happened. After trying all those on, she definitely wanted to open back. See, I like the front of this, though. I think this is beautiful. But I couldn't decide. We just weren't sure. This one, I love the back. And she just loved the bottom of this. She's like, I feel like a princess. I'm like, the top is ugly as shit. I hated the top part. It was ugly. Me again. Thank you, Crystal. This one again, I like the back, hated the front. This one was no good. And then the one we got. So I even got her a prom date. Because she needs someone tall. Thank you, Grace. I think so too. I think it was perfect. And it doesn't have that stupid line in the middle. So that's it. That's my baby's prom dress. Senior prom. I said, finally, I'm done. Next dress I got to buy is a wedding dress. So, no, what happened was she wanted to go with her friends. I was like, Sage, I am not paying all this money for you to go hang out with your friends. Not going to happen. It's your senior prom. Get a date or something. So I said, you need someone tall because I'm not buying your shoes again. You wear these shoes once. I bought you 2 pairs of shoes that you wore one time to each prom. I'm not doing it again. So I said, you need someone tall. I said, ask Justin. So the guy she went to her 10th grade prom with, his junior prom. So I said, ask Justin. So she called him up. She's like, are you busy Saturday, April 15th? And he was like, not that I know of. Why? And she's like, you want to go to prom with me? So I get on the phone. I explain the situation. He's like, Mom, I'd love to go with her. I said, thank you. I said, Justin, you're the best. And Grace, this dress was not cheap. It was one of the more expensive ones. Oh, Justin's really good looking. He's very cute. Hoping you didn't e-beg on YouTube for prom date. No, I did not e-beg for a prom date. I'm going to start e-begging for a prom dress. But so he was like, I go, Sage, is he serious? Like, he's really going to go? He's like, yeah. Say, Lord, Mom, he's one of my best friends. I'm like, still. So, yeah. So he's going to go. So I'm very excited. I didn't know he goes to the same college that she's going to. I didn't know that. So, yeah. That's what I say, Grace. I'm telling you, the dress looks amazing on her. Wait till you guys see it the day of the prom. And then you guys will all see Justin. And, but yeah, I love the way the top looked on her. It's going to look amazing. So, yes, there's my beautiful princess in her prom dress. That's where I was all day, prom dress shopping. Fun, fun. Hey, Yarn. So in honor of prom dress shopping, you didn't get proms in France? That sucks. So in honor of prom dress shopping, I did a sale because between prom dress, I got to get him a tuxedo, speakers, dating, going to Dolly World. I'm broke. So I'm doing a candle special for the next, up until Friday. All candles are 25% off. Yes, you heard that correctly. All candles are 25% off. If I will never have this kind of sale again, but honestly, I need to recoup some funds. So yes, 25% off all merchandise, all candles, 4-day sale. Today's Monday, right? Yeah, 4-day sale, 25% off. So mods, keep dropping the link. I will definitely not turn down any super chats, any PayPals, Cash Apps, candles. It all helps. This month has been rough, no joke. And I'm like, oh my God. So, money just keeps dwindling. And it's graduation coming. They need tons of money for graduation. So, yes, all money helps. Memberships, PayPals, Cash Apps. But if you want something for your money, other than me just sitting up here talking, order as many candles as you can at 25% off. So, dry clean and sell on Posh, right? I keep telling her about the other dresses. The banana flavor is in. Oh, I think I added it to the website. It's on the website, Active Shooter. But yeah, now is the time to order some candles. No clue what scent to get. There's a lot of them. I added more. I got more to add. Justin had asked me for some library kind of scents. And today I got in cherry pipe tobacco. And all these are on the website. But cherry pipe tobacco, which kind of smells like Grandpa's house. Tobacco rose, which is amazing. And I bought a lot of it. And what else did I got another one. White wine. Pinot Grigio. I don't know. I can't really tell. I'll have to see after I make a candle with it. Can't really tell though if it really smells like white wine, because out of the bottle, not so much. Which do I recommend? Tobacco rose, if you like that kind of scent. The cherry pipe tobacco, if you like that kind of scent. I have a ton of gardenia. I don't know. I have so many scents. I need to trickle back because I just keep spending money on scents. Cotton blossoms and tuberose is what I have. I have cotton blossoms and iris. I don't have plain cotton blossom anymore. I form a card anymore tonight. Woo woo. Whistle down. If you spend over 100, you get a trimmer regardless. Anyone that spends 99 or more gets a free trimmer. So you get free shipping and a free trimmer. Wood or cotton, it's really what you decide, like what you choose. They're both, both of them are really good. So it really just what you decide. I have clean cotton yarn. I have a whole bunch of cottons. So I also want to show you guys. These I'm putting on the website tonight. I'm selling them pretty cheap. I don't think they're real. I'm not going to lie. They are chakra bracelets, but I'm pretty sure they're not real stones. So I'm going to put them on the website for like $7. And like I said, I just don't think they're real. They're pretty, but I don't think they're real. And I was going to send them back, and everyone's like, just sell them anyway. So I got like 5 of those. I have these necklaces, which are not real. But they're really pretty. And even Sage was like, just sell them anyway. But just let people know they're not fake. That they're not real. But these chakra necklaces... Hold on. Let me turn the screen off. Give me 1 second. Whoop. All right. So these necklaces. No, all the stones are in purple. I have 2 green, 1 green I smashed on purpose to see if it was real. Then I have these. This one is a tiger's eye. One of them I smashed was real. The rest were fake. So I don't know. But Sage is like, they're really pretty. You should sell them anyway. You have that one. And these are going to go on the website tonight. Yep. But like Sage was saying, you know, most people will sell this and tell you it's real, even though it's not. She's like, just be honest. But that's why instead of being like $30, they're only going to be 10. Sage. Hello? I left my earrings in your car. Can you grab them?
I didn't even get to the door yet, and you called my name.
Oh, can you grab my bag out of the car?
Yeah.
Everyone likes your prom dress.
Thank you.
I have this one that's going on. Hold on. That one. Oh, I'm also making lip gloss for you, Stone.
Oh, which side is it on? Where is it?
It's probably on my side. Another green one. Another bracelet. And then some amethyst stones, which are real. What if you want to gift someone a candle for them to pick out? So you could use a gift card. You could buy them a gift card, Irish gal. And intention oil and intention oil roll-ons are on the website. Those have been updated and listed. I did those late last night. So yeah, so these are all going to be on the website tonight. Then I have some amethyst spears, which I smashed. I can't tell if it's real or not. Thank you, dear. Pick up a stone from the ground and use for intentions. Yes, you can. As long as it's a real stone. You're very simple. These are going to be 10. Those are going to be 10. I don't have that many. I think I have like 5 of them. 5 or 6. And then the bracelets probably do 5. Ah, thanks, Kayla. Yarn, it's funny that you say that because we hadn't seen her either. And I was like, where has Reagan been in Patreon and chat? And then all of a sudden she pops up yesterday. Telling us that we had no idea JLR was on Vinnie Politano. Had no clue. But Vinny was really digging him, I'll tell you that much. Vinny was liking his vibe. Thank you, Katie. So that's that. Candles, if you have an order pending, it's curing. There's only one I still have to make. All of Molly's people, all your candles went out so far. Some people have lives outside of YouTube and get busy. No, never. Oh, no, she's good, Yarn. I think she misses Alicia. She totally misses Alicia. She was my biggest, did you see this? Did you see that? It's pretty funny. See, I don't look good in green, so that's why I hate not having a green screen, because I don't look good in green. Green is not my color. Instant room. Crystals are the best. Yes, they are. But that's the thing, like, you know, I hate going to a store and you're like, is this real? Is this fake? Is it real? Like the stones that I ordered from for the crystal tops, the first batch I ordered were fake. So then I ordered from a crystal manufacturer and I was like, Sage, are these real? I was like, check. But we both think they are real. I smashed one and it's real. So the crystal tops, 100% real. Oh, you didn't see it, Kevin? Let me see. Let me pull it up. Yeah, he was on. JLR was totally on. Well, I was like, whoa. Look at JLR and fucking Vinnie Politano. Hold on. Let me get it. There it is. How many of you guys haven't seen this? I know like Patreons have seen it. Have a lot of you guys not seen this? Not you. Oh, yeah, a lot of you guys haven't seen this. Vinny's like in love with JLR. JLR was on Court TV. It's something to do with the Murdoch case. I didn't watch all of it. I only watched a little bit of it. But I was like, whoa. Kevin, because she's an idiot. You put her in the same category as drunk turkeys and some of the others that are nothing but fucking bullshit headlines. Like, why do we care what Enon Harsh has to say? Honestly, the man offers nothing. Big deal, so he lived in the area. And you're a fucking weirdo. Like, the guy is a total fucking weirdo. I don't know why anybody cares what he's got to say. I really don't. But that's why they're gaining tons of subs and I'm losing subs because I don't give a shit about stupid shit like that. I really don't. Yeah, he was on. Check this out. All right, I'm going to play it. Watch this. This is nuts. And Vinny is like totally into him. That's the funny part. I mean, as much as I don't like JLR, he really did a great job. I mean, he showed his personality. He showed it. It was really good. Hold on. I mean, if you don't know JLR's background, you're going to like it.
Stand up, Buster. I do. MG, stand up.
Buster identified somewhat implicated in a charge with anything Murdoch, and we hear a voice in it talking about Buster. Take a listen.
How does Buster feel about you being found guilty?
Stephen Smith, is this happening in Brooklyn? So, familiar with this and Lee Rich's to not be listed in the involvements or any subsequent reports due to privacy concerns. In the involvement, Riches is aware. I want to show you, and this is what the police report is saying. On the evening of 3/6/2023, Brooklyn White exited her residence and witnessed a reporter looking into the windows of her vehicle. White is familiar with this reporter, who she identified as Jonathan Lee Riches. White explained that for the last few weeks, Riches has been following her and Buster while at the courthouse in Colleton County, South Carolina. She's aware of how Riches found her. She's unaware of how Riches found her residence. White showed me a YouTube channel called Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates, which includes videos Riches has posted heckling Buster at the courthouse. Buster has requested to not be listed in the involvements or any subsequent reports due to privacy concerns. So I look at that and I say, wait a minute, I know who Jonathan Lee Riches is. He's got a YouTube channel. He covers all true crime stories around the nation. As a matter of fact, I spoke to him at the courthouse one day. I think he was streaming live and we were talking while we were waiting for the verdict. So I said, let's get the other side of the story. So joining me tonight in Tampa, Florida, host of Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates.
Okay. So does anybody lose respect for Vinnie Politano? You're supposed to be a reporter. You don't look up this dude's past. I know everyone's got a past, but you don't look him up before you bring him on TV. Okay, Vinnie. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
On YouTube, Jonathan Lee Riches is with us. Jonathan, great to see you.
Great to see you, Vinny. Thanks for having me on. Happy Friday.
All right. So what's your side of this story? We've got this allegation that you're following, perhaps stalking these folks at the courthouse. You're looking in the car. What's your version of what's been happening here?
So that's 100% not true, Vinny. I'm doing what every other media outlet is doing down at. First off, I don't really know who Brooklyn White is. I can, not to be mean, but I can care less about Brooklyn White. I'm more about Buster Murdaugh. I'm more about Buster and his role in possibly Stephen Smith. So while they were at the trial, I would ask Buster while he was going in and out of the court, what happened to Stephen Smith? Did you murder Stephen Smith? And then I also asked other questions about him getting kicked out of.
Now, let me say this, though. JLR is the first person to be interviewed on national TV and have no, not skip a beat. He sounds like a real reporter. He's not nervous. He's not he sounds like he's on point. Like he's right there. That's good. And I think he's the first one that I've seen from this YouTube bunch that can do that. So kudos to him for that. And I'm not a JLR fan, but I'll give credit where credit is due.
Law school for plagiarism or whatnot, but he would never answer. He was always quiet. He would just stare straight. And a lot of my subs and a lot of my followers on my Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates channels are suspect of that. They want to know why he doesn't answer that question. Because, Stephen Smith's case is a mystery, found on the side of the road in the middle of the night, July 8th, 2015, on a remote road right near Alex Murdaugh's home. And then there's a lot of rumors and speculations about the ties possibly between Stephen Smith and Buster. So, I kept asking him questions. He wouldn't answer. So after the trial, I seen a lot of media outlets down there at one of the homes Buster Murdaugh stays at in Hilton Head. So I went down there to see what was up, maybe try to get Buster to answer the questions or, try to get an interview out of him. And there's lots of media out there. It's a circus out in front of his house. There's lots of media taking pictures every time he comes out, walks his dog, every time he goes walking. And I was out there and she actually, I guess Brooklyn, a female, walked out of the house and walked to her car, and some reporters.
No, it's way more than criminal charges, Irish gal. He pretended to be the nephew or the uncle of a school shooter of Sandy Hook in Connecticut. He falsely impersonated being the uncle of a school shooter, had dolls in the back seat. He's a fucked up dude, no joke. But that kind of fucked up point is what makes him so calm and collected. on national TV. But yeah, he's a fucked up dude. Like, he spent 10, 20 years behind bars, which, you know, it is what it is. But he's sued every celebrity imaginable, like literally sued every celebrity. He was going to sue the Guinness Book of World Records for not putting him in there for having the most lawsuits of any American. He sued Donald Trump. There's not a person out there he hasn't tried to sue. He never won any of them. All of them were thrown out of court. But yeah, he's ridiculous. On a personal note, he's ridiculous.
Started yelling questions at her about Buster. She immediately went in the house and closed these blinds, but then Buster like peeks out of the blinds. He looks, and then he closes the blinds. And then about 15 minutes later, the police come and then tell all the media outlets, well, you guys are on public property because it's a public road out there and a public sidewalk. You're not breaking the law. Just don't trespass on their property, and just do not knock on their door, go on their property. And we all agreed, said, okay, fine. That's good. Thank you for your service, because we back law enforcement. And I was sitting in my car.
I don't know if it was 20 years, but it's a long time. And maybe he did 10 years. He did hard time. Like, it was years ago, but yeah, he did hard time.
And then all these neighbors start coming out, shining flashlights at all the media's face, saying, get out of here. You guys are media hounds. Get away, get away. And I left. And then next thing I know,
and I'll tell you what else he did, which a lot of people don't even know this, but the whole Chris Watts thing, that whole shit with that gay guy, yeah, JLR was behind that. That not Trent Reznor, he's a singer, Trent Bolton or whatever his name was, JLR was behind that whole thing. The group that had 111,000 members or whatever, that Facebook group that was run by trolls, that was JLR. He was one of the main people behind that. He was a troll, is a troll. He starts shit up. He's sick in the head. There's no doubt about it. He's truly sick in the head. And he's a total pussy. Total pussy. If you even think of coming near him, he's a cop caller. He's going to call the cops. He don't fight. He just calls the cops. If you even look at him wrong, he calls the cops and will file a lawsuit. He's a joke. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, I see that a police report has been filed with my name and this woman here, I don't even know, name dropping. I could care less, not to be mean again, I could care less about her. I'm not there for her. I'm there for Buster.
Let me bring in another guest in Columbia, South Carolina, criminal defense attorney Lori Murray. Lori, down in South Carolina, where's the line? Where's the line between investigative?
So here you have a lawyer coming on panel on court TV with JLR. Come on now. Yeah, JLR is in his 40s. I think he's 43 or something.
Reporting, trying to get a story, asking questions of someone who's in a public controversy versus harassment or stalking or anything else. Where's the line in South Carolina?
Well, it's repeated unwanted contact. It's following them wherever they go. It is sitting outside their house and watching them and just making them feel like they are not free to move around. And honestly, I mean, that it is kind of what the media is doing. I'm not specifically mentioning your guest, but the media in general has been really hard on Buster, and he's going through a rough time. I think we have to all agree that he is going through a rough time. And if you have any empathy at all, then you have to recognize that. And he needs a little space to get over it. He needs a little space to be able to walk his dog. But there is
so how much space?
Okay, I'm sorry, but Buster lost his mom, his brother, his only brother, and his dad, basically. And he lost his mom and his brother because his dad either hired someone or did it or killed them. Leave the fucking guy alone. I mean, I'm sorry, but leave the dude alone. Let him process everything. Now his dad just went away for being the one doing it. Leave the guy fucking alone. Sorry, but
space. I mean, if someone is walking down a public street, can we ask them questions in South Carolina?
I mean, you can, but it's his right not to answer them. And I don't think that, I mean, I don't know why we have to take something away from the fact that he wouldn't answer his questions. I wouldn't answer his questions. I would ignore him too, because if he gives one guy questions, they're just going to keep flying at him. And honestly, it's paparazzi. It's, you know, it's just, none of the Murdochs wanted any part of that. But, you know, there is a point to these two reports. They have to have two reports to get a restraining order.
But here's the thing too, JLR is not a reporter. He's not media. He's not a reporter. He's an independent YouTube content creator. That's not a reporter. You may act like a reporter, but you're not a reporter. You can't do anything. You can't get, I don't know. Maybe I just see it differently. I don't know. I was going to say you can't get national, but you are. And what separates the line of reporting if, you know, we're national, people hear us all over the globe. So what makes us any different? So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we are kind of reporters. I don't know.
Or against the police. So that's why they've called the police. That's why they have reported this to police. I'm sure it's nothing personal against your guest. I'm sorry, I cannot remember your name.
Jonathan.
But Jonathan, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry.
JLR and Betty were never married. Where did you hear that from? They were never married. They were never even a couple.
But I'm sure it's nothing personal against you, but you have to have two police reports to get a restraining order. And this restraining order will go more than likely, if the judge is smart enough, against all media, not just you personally, but against all media.
Yeah, but Crystal, the more I thought about it, think about this for a second, all right? So what makes someone a reporter? Is it that a big company is paying you? Like, what truly makes someone a reporter? Because, okay, so JLR, let's say, I think he's got 35,000 subs. So his circulation is 35,000, which is more than a lot of newspapers. A lot of newspapers don't have a 35,000 circulation. I don't mean the big ones. I'm talking small ones. A lot of news channels don't have that kind of circulation. So just because he's not being paid from a big corporation, what is truly the difference? Think about it.
Media back off of Buster.
But even if you use education, Heather, okay? My first 2 years of college, right out of high school, was communications and journalism. I didn't learn anything. I mean, I don't remember a lot of it, but you didn't really learn anything. And education and what? How to do a news report? That's still different than YouTube. Like, seriously, think about it. I keep thinking about it. And I'm like, well, maybe credibility is something totally different, Diane. I agree with you. Credibility is totally different. But like, I have a 4-year bachelor's in psychology. Just because I have the education, it doesn't make me a psychologist.
His residence.
And I just want a little more clarity, right? Because I've been in news for a long time. I mean, you go back to 60 Minutes, Mike Wallace chasing people, right? So what's the difference? Like, what's the difference here between a situation like that? Is it how close in physical proximity you get to him, or how often?
No, see, bada bing, bada boom, I disagree. Because he doesn't have education in reporting, he doesn't bother to look up the laws in the state to see where the lines are drawn. That's his problem. He heckles people. He harasses people. You can't do that in journalism. That's the first thing you learn. You have to respect the laws of that state. He does not. Betty doesn't. They don't look up the laws. They don't respect the laws. They don't care about the laws. They're just going to heckle people and bother them all day. We've seen this with every single case they've covered. It's a big difference.
You were close to him in South Carolina?
I can't tell you. I can only tell you what our statute said. I don't know where he was. I don't know what their statute was. I know that over time, we have gotten a whole lot stricter on stalking laws. There've been, especially in South Carolina, we had I think this is actually a new stalking law that is on our books. And I say new because it was new to me. It was probably 20 years old now, but there was a reason that stalking law was enacted. It wasn't because of media, but it applies to everybody. That harassment, to get the restraining order, you have to have the 2 police reports.
So, Jonathan, have you been contacted personally by law enforcement or by anyone representing Brooklyn or Buster?
No, law enforcement, again, they came out that day and said that we were all following the law. We were on a public sidewalk, public road. We have the right to be there. Just don't, violate by going onto someone else's property and trespass. I want to add that, if Buster Murdaugh said out of his own mouth to me personally, hey, leave me alone, I would leave him alone. I would walk away. But I haven't heard nothing out of his mouth. As far as Brooklyn, I don't know her, and I can care less about her. This is about getting questions from Buster. Maybe he should tell people he doesn't want to speak. But the fact that he's silent, we don't know if he wants to speak or not. He hasn't said to anyone, hey, I don't want to talk, or leave me alone. He has yet to say that.
So you're down in Tampa right now, Jonathan. You on a different story? Or are you going back to South Carolina?
I am. I'm going to follow the financial crimes of the Murdaugh family. Lori Vallow Daybell is going on trial in Idaho starting April 3rd. I am planning to go out there. Also cover the Moscow, Idaho case with Brian Kohlberger, preliminary hearing.
I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing a lot of you, Jonathan. I'm going to be seeing a lot of you on the road going to all these cases. All right.
Vinny, I'm all over. And that's my job. And I know that, there's laws you have to follow, and I try my best to follow them.
All right. Now I wanted to make sure that you knew what you can and can't do in South Carolina. That's why I brought in Lori Murray. She's the best.
That's what I said earlier, Elizabeth. But bada bing, that's not even a past. I can't explain it. If that's what you think, that he confronts these murderers, you go right ahead thinking that. I think he harasses people, and he doesn't do it in a professional way. But that's just my opinion.
So the best down there. So don't get arrested.
She's very smart.
Yeah, she is.
Well, and here's the thing.
We have 15 seconds. Go ahead. Last word,
15
Lori.
seconds. You did not break the law necessarily. They're filing these police reports just to get a restraining order. It's nothing personal against you. It's just to get the restraining order. They're not seeking to press charges against you.
We got to the bottom of it.
Thank you for the clarification.
Fantastic. Jonathan Lee Riches, YouTube.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you so much. Lori Murray, appreciate your valuable time every time you have you on.
And that was JLR. But in a way, that's what makes him who he is. Like, that's what makes him interesting. And is easy to listen to. And I think he did great on there. That's why I'm saying, like, I do. I think he did absolutely fantastic on that. But I still don't like him. I think he's crazy. But that's just my opinion. 300,000 subs doing First Amendment audits. Some can learn a lot by watching. Okay. I won't watch him ever again and learn how much damage he has done. He refused to talk, so how am I to know if he doesn't want to talk? What kind of podunk logic is this? But that's what I'm saying, like, if I was ever involved in some kind of conspiracy or some major shit going on or anything like that, what am I going to think of? I'm going to think, oh my God, hold on. I totally forgot. I forgot to give you guys the code for 25% off. Hold on. It's Prom 25 off. I totally forgot. Hold on. Code for 25%. 25% off is Prom 25 off. Can't believe I forgot that. All right, I think it's code for 25% off is 25 Prom 25 off. Kayla, I'll throw in an extra candle. I completely forgot to give you guys the code. I realized that. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to give them the code. I'm a dum-dum.
Just letting you know that I've eaten 2 of the popsicles.
What?
Second one.
Is it good? Okay.
I also ate some of this green bean snap thingies.
What?
I ate some of the green bean snap thingies.
Okay. I think it's caps. I'm looking right now. Hold on. It's caps and then lowercase OFF. You really don't have to do that. It's okay, Kayla. I need to make money back. I'm not joking. I really do. And I figured this was a great way to do it. Yeah. And that, I'm telling you, this is like the biggest sale I've ever had. No joke. But I was giving Molly's people 25 off, so on Molly candles, and that's why I thought of, let me just do it. Yes, correct, Stoned. You're welcome. I keep telling Jill I go to Ohio, but he said no because of his health. What's wrong with his health? What's wrong with his health? I didn't know there's anything wrong with his health. Incentive, yes. But seriously, if you ever wanted to buy a candle, this is the week to do it. Because I will most likely never have that much off again. Because it really cuts into what I make. But I'm going for bulk. We wouldn't want to know if JLR hadn't had. Oh, let me tell you about this other case. I didn't realize I was on this long already. Let me tell you about this other case that I found. I found it. I'm shocked by it. I'm literally shocked. And it happens to be at this girl. That's where we lived when I lived in Iowa. Dayton was born in Iowa. I went to jail in Iowa in Davenport. So when I saw this story was out of Davenport, I was like, holy fuck. This chick is fucking crazy. Hold on, let me pull it up. And she's a really pretty girl. Oh, she had spoke out. Oh, shit. No, that can't be the same person. No, it's different. Yeah, it is her. All right. So this happened back in January. Hold on. Oh, I agree with that, Bada Bing. All right. So you know how like we hear a lot about scammers on YouTube and people that are putting putting, you know, I have this problem, I have that problem, I need my electric paid, all that shit. Well, this chick takes the cake. 19-year-old college student came up with this scam on TikTok that she had cancer and needed donations. Somehow it went viral. She ended up getting $37,000. This was a 19-year-old college student. If you're going to put something else out there, if you're going to put something out there like that, you might want to make sure that all your pictures can't be proven as false. But this girl just said, why not? So check this out. Oh, you know this, Amanda? I just found this tonight. I lived in Davenport. Like, this is like home. This is where Dayton was born and everything. So I guess this was her video. And St. Ambrose is like, if you're going to go to nursing, it's good. It's really known for like nursing chiropractic. This 19-year-old girl.
I get a lot of questions about my hair. Like, you look so good. Like, how are you keeping your hair? It just comes down to my brand of chemo, which is oral chemo. I got really lucky with that. So thank goodness, fingers crossed. That's something to be so grateful for.
Sorry about that. So a 19-year-old woman in Iowa has been charged with bilking hundreds of donors out of more than $37,000 by lying on TikTok and GoFundMe after battling pancreatic cancer and having a tumor the size of a football. Maddie Russo was arrested on January 23rd on first-degree theft charge, a felony punishable in Iowa by up to 10 years, according to Eldridge Police Department. Police said Russo faked having stage 2 pancreatic cancer, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and a tumor the size of a football wrapped around her spine. The accused con artist documented a bogus cancer battle on TikTok and GoFundMe page, through which she had raised $37,000 from 439 donors. Additionally, police said Russo gave talks about her made-up health struggles at St. Ambrose University, where she was a student, and at the National Pancreatic Foundation, a claim the Chicago-based nonprofit has denied is inaccurate. Whoop. That's insane. So they were saying that someone noticed that this was like photoshopped. Police were tipped off about Russo's alleged scam after witnesses said they noticed serious discrepancies in her social media post about her supposed cancer battle. We can confirm the person in question has had no contact with the National Pancreatic Cancer Foundation and has never spoken at any of our events. She once appeared on the Project Purple podcast, talk about her situation. The story began to unravel January 11th when anonymous witnesses claiming to be medical professionals reached out to authorities, saying they noticed many medical discrepancies in her social media post. Alleged witnesses were said to have observed terrible life-threatening inaccuracies of her medical equipment placed on her body. At the same time, TikTok users who watched her videos in which she documented her cancer treatments noted some of medical equipment and its placement didn't look right. She stole photos shared online by real cancer patients and presented them as her own. Dude, that's insane. Should have done OnlyFans, yeah, right? Before a GoFundMe was taken down Monday, she had raised $37,000. It doesn't say how long it took, though. Investigators subpoenaed her records, found teen has never been diagnosed with any form of cancer or tumor at any medical facility in the area where she has been a patient. October 2022, interview with the North Press, which is Eldridge, by the way. Russo claims she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer on February 10th and with leukemia a few months later. I remember hanging up the phone and I was a mess. She told the Iowa news outlet, I was literally... Now, the North Scott Press is this tiny little paper. Eldridge is tiny, like really tiny. Like all of Eldridge is like 15 streets. So North Scott Press is not big circulation. Russo said doctors gave her an 11% survival rate for 5 years before discussing the massive, supposedly inoperable tumor on her spine. Russo claimed in the interview that between February and October, she underwent 15 rounds of chemotherapy and 90 rounds of radiation. Now, mind you, let me also throw in, I know this because someone I know went there. St. Ambrose is about $40,000 a year. So I have a feeling she was paying for college. This is what fake cancer looks like. Description of her page, which still accepting donations Monday, has since been taken down, saying that Maddie is undergoing vigorous chemotherapy and radiation treatments that make her very sick. Team Maddie. Yeah, she don't look like a cancer patient. GoFundMe addressed the alleged scam in a statement to, I don't know who McClatchy News is, saying the site has zero tolerance for scammers. She was released from jail on $10,000 bond just 4 hours after arrest. She's due back on court on March 2nd. That's crazy. I was in that jail. See, here's one of the people she stole from. Oh, I hate this. I mean, it's good, but it's a pain in the ass.
At 10, people in the cancer community are reacting after a 19-year-old Bettendorf woman is accused of faking a diagnosis and cashing in on tens of thousands of dollars in donations in the process. Good evening, I'm Redrick Terry.
And I'm Sharon DeReek. Madison Russo is accused of faking pancreatic cancer and leukemia and benefiting from nearly $40,000 in donations. She is charged with theft by deception, a felony. Last week, we told you about the search warrant obtained by TV6 Investigates. Police saying that Russo stole photos from real cancer patients and used them as her own.
Yeah, TV6's Jenna Jackson spoke to one of those patients.
You just lift your chin up a little bit.
This is Jessica Sanders. At 20 years old, she was diagnosed with a rare form of ovarian cancer. She underwent harsh chemotherapy and a stem cell transplant last year. During the course, she shared her story online and designed shirts to raise money for cancer research. Now cancer-free, Sanders was shocked to learn at least one of her photos was stolen, used to fake a cancer diagnosis. According to a search warrant obtained by TV6, 19-year-old Madison Russo of Bettendorf faked cancer to receive over $40,000 in donations from a GoFundMe page set up on her behalf. Sanders' Instagram account is listed as one Russo used to steal photos. In a statement to TV6, Sanders wrote she was shocked to find out Russo used her photos for her personal gain, writing, quote, "Survivorship is very difficult emotionally, and this really hit me hard. I was very vulnerable, and she exploited that. I feel violated." Sanders isn't the only one in the cancer community in shock.
The online cancer community is very supportive, very rich, and very active.
This is Anna Tower-Kovesti and her husband, Joe. Anna has acute lymphoblastic leukemia, the same type of cancer Russo claimed to have.
Maddie Russo was someone who put herself front and center in the online cancer community.
Both Anna and Joe say they connected with Russo online, sharing her platform and a GoFundMe to their donor network. They felt a kinship with her until they learned that connection was fake.
I was sitting on a couch. I was like, after 7 or 8 months intense treatment, and I had an infection when I was in my worst, like very weak, like, I don't know, 110 pounds, bald, like, you know, sitting on the toilet was kind of a challenge. And then I saw her post that she's like pretty, you know, have all her hair, and go for a run. And I immediately questioned myself that, do I do something wrong? Is there any, you know, problem with me? I'm not strong enough.
The Towers say donations helped save Anna's life. Now they worry about the impact this will have on the cancer community.
This is going to draw every GoFundMe for cancer fundraising into question.
I feel that after this, like, people will less share their stories, you know, and I think it's important to not just to raise awareness, but to, you know, give hope to other cancer patients.
And as the cancer community looks to move forward, Anna and Joe have a message for Russo.
I would tell her that I hope she will never experience what she's talking about.
And this is the strongest person I know, bar none. And we know a lot of other people who are the strongest people that we know. And if this was the way for her to get some notoriety or $40,000 extra dollars in her pocket, then I'm almost certain that she doesn't have the will to actually endure what she claimed to endure.
Anna Tower-Kovesti is now in remission and receiving immunotherapy.
Yeah, TV6 has reached out to Russo several times for comment. We have not heard back. She's due in court on March 2nd.
How crazy is that, though? Like, who does shit like that? That's insane. There was another article that I wanted to see. This is from today. This is where I say I don't understand women. So please help me understand women. You guys will see in a minute.
Live it.
Don't walk into a wall.
This guy scammed women in New York City $5 million. This guy, $5 million he got from women. Why?
You guys can't just say that. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I want to see citizens arrested. Where's my coupon?
My kid ever comes to me with a knife, we're going to have problems. An accused scammer dubbed the worst boyfriend on the Upper East Side bilked at least 5 Manhattan women out of more than it was 5 women, 1.8 million by courting both their hearts and bank accounts. Nelson Kuhn, 70 years old, was arraigned on an indictment charging him with fraud and grand larceny for allegedly luring lonely women online dating sites into believing he was a wealthy art collector and investor, then coaxing them into making hefty investments into phony companies. In the end, almost all of Kuhn's representations proved to be false. He was not independently wealthy and only and the only funds into his accounts were from confirmed and suspected victims of his romance scams. Kuhn did not have homes in London and the south of France, and in fact did not appear to have ever traveled internationally nor own a passport. Why would you give why would you give a guy money like this? It blows my mind, especially in today's day and age. This is like today. How do you get scammed like this? Further, the money put into his accounts by the victims was never used for any investments, but instead used to perpetuate the illusion of his wealth to his new victims. I mean, this is like the oldest scam in the world. I mean, there's like Netflix shows about this. This is the oldest scam in the world, and people are still falling for it. I don't get it. Prosecutors said Kuhn, who typically used the alias Nelson or Justin Roth, wouldn't wait long after starting a new relationship to start pitching investment opportunities. Among the investment opportunities he pitched were for the Alibaba Group, which he falsely claimed he had access to, and a phony startup company Kuhn said he co-owned with a former Google executive. So you never found out before you invested money with this dude? After allegedly browbeating the women into making their initial investments, he would go back for more, claiming the money was needed for related expenses and salaries. I'm sorry, these women are fucking idiots. Kuhn was dubbed the worst boyfriend on the Upper East Side. He's no stranger to the law. Last year, he was charged with scamming a Connecticut woman out of $500,000. It's unclear how or if that case was resolved. $500,000. Hello? Manhattan Supreme Court Monday, his lawyer argued that despite her client's past alleged misdeeds, he's always shown up for court. He's an elderly man. He's 70. He looks good for 70. He has lived in the same address on 82nd for 25 years. He has a prior criminal history, but he has 0 failures to appear and throughout the entire time. Criminal dates to 2007, order $150,000 cash bond, up to $750,000 returning on court May 3rd. As alleged, his sole source of income for the last 8 years was money he swindled. He allegedly fed lie after lie to women he falsely claimed to have a romantic interest with. All right. So let's talk about this for a second. All right. Sure, but he's not sure, but he's for 70 years old. I mean, he looks pretty good. But if you get scammed like this, I know it's against the law, but if you get scammed like this, come on. What? Like, I don't know. Shouldn't these women take some responsibility for being this fucking dumb? You don't look this guy up before you invest money in him. You don't bother to look him up to see if he's legit. You don't bother to look up him on the internet, see if these companies are legit. Come on. Or talk to the other person. Come on now. You thought who was in jail stoned? I just feel like that the girls need to take some responsibility for being this fucking dumb. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, he should go to jail, but you're just stupid. And again, this is like such an old scam. It's not even like he invented something. Like Bertie Madoff, that was a good scam. And it wasn't like a everyday scam. I mean, that's why he was like the biggest scammer in the world, but it wasn't like an everyday scam. Like this was like a big fucking, his was a real, like, it seemed legit. And he had the paperwork to back it and stuff. Investors could not have known that they were getting scammed, because everything checked out, including the SEC. So those investors, it's not their fault at all. It's women that get taken by some fucking idiot on the internet. I'm sorry. 82nd Street is not that great of an area. So if someone tells me they're rich and they own all these houses, prove it. Where's your house in London? Show me paperwork. Because why would you live on 82nd Street? Like, there's just so many things. What about all these women who got AIDS from serial scammer? Money was included in scam. How do you get AIDS from a serial scammer? Exactly, Crystal. Lots of dumb people out there shouldn't make it. No, that's what I'm saying. He belongs in jail. Don't get me wrong. He totally belongs in jail. But I'm sorry. I just think women need to take some kind of responsibility for being this stupid. I mean, these are the same people that are gaga over Lana and drunk turkeys and some of the others. People tend to blow through people. Why? There are always new people. That's true. Why this works on YouTube. New people daily. I don't know. I'm not getting new people daily. I wish I was. Exactly. People have to be like, ignorance is not a defense. The fact that you gave somebody money over the internet because he was nice to you? No. I'm sorry. Like I said, there's Netflix videos about, there's Netflix shows about this. It's just crazy to me. All right, something like this, how are you going to know that's fake? You can't. There's no way you could know that was fake. It says sponsored. It's totally legit. Fake website scam for searching for a Thai restaurant. Doctor intended to order takeout from Kin, popular Burbank Thai restaurant in his neighborhood, and proceeded to search for their website on Google. Instead of finding the official website, he stumbled on a fake website that had been cleverly designed to look identical to the real one. Registered under the name, which is no way associated with the real restaurant, managed to place an order, but with a markup of 15%. The fake site even managed to place an order on behalf of Doctorow at the real restaurant, but with a markup of 15%. How would you even know that? Staff at Cam were quick to recognize this fraudulent activity and canceled the order placed through the fake website. They even called Doctorow to inform him of the situation, advising him to cancel his payment to the fake website. That's crazy. Like, how would you even know that? But just so you know, never open up a website on a Google ad. You never want to do that. You always want to go to the actual website. Yeah. They give you 100 Apple Card, I give you 5,000. I'm telling you. See, but that I can get. But this was just, I mean, that's an interesting scam. Wix, don't ever use Wix. Trust me on this. I just dropped the link, Irish Gal. That's crazy. What's up, Chicky?
Hey, I wanted to tell you, speaking of scamming, this is going to crack you up.
Oh, you sound so loud. I love it. I love my new speakers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, before you told me I wasn't loud enough, and I was like practically yelling for you to hear me.
No, it's because of my, I didn't have speakers.
Oh, well, listen to this. And this is a cautionary tale for everybody in chat. Although your subs are the smartest, the brightest, the prettiest. So I'll digress and go on to my topic. Anyway, the topic is somebody on YouTube had posted or shared a post of Pink and her talking about the National Women's Day last week.
Okay.
And anyway, so I left a comment in there, and it was just a comment about, I think this is great, that women are getting together and blah, 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 talking about future things for people's, which in my case would be my daughters and my grandchildren, because it was a 30-50 summit in Abu Dhabi. But anyway, so I posted something, and I got a thumbs up and a comment. So I went back to read the comment, and the comment, oh, this person needs to learn scamming from these YouTube artists. They're not very good. And the comment said, call me at WhatsApp. And they gave me their WhatsApp number. And I'll talk to you. Boy, you're damn lucky, because I don't normally talk to fans. So I'm like, yeah, right. But I just wanted to play along with it, okay? Because I even play further along with it than this. And it's on WhatsApp. So I had a false number. I went in there on WhatsApp, and we started texting. And it took about a day before the conversation turned to, I'm in Peru, and this is supposedly Pink that I'm talking to, remember? I'm in Peru, and I don't have access to money, and I need money put on my debit card because I left my debit card at home. I didn't want to travel with it. And what was the other things that she was saying, or he? I traveled to Peru, and I need $2,500 sent to me on Cash App, okay? So I got to thinking with it right away. I knew this was a scam. So right away, in the interim before this person texted me back, I looked up Peru. Peru's right now on a cautionary tale for some places in Peru for Americans to visit. So
I can't even
believe
this went that far.
Huh?
I can't
because
even.
I wanted to. No, you don't understand the end game. I'm going for the long game. So I looked that up, okay, and then I looked up when Pink's doing her, her next what do they call it, touring for lives and whatnot. So those two things didn't match, but that's okay. So I went back and I said, hey, are you having a good day? How are things going? Blah, blah, blah. And they said, good. They said, did you get the $2,500? And I said, yeah, I had to move some money around, but I have it. Can you tell me who am I going to be sending this to? And so they sent me a screenshot of a Cash App of a person, right? And so I said, okay, good. And then I waited like an hour or two, and I said, it's done. Now, bear in mind, I didn't send any money, but I just said it's done.
Yeah.
And they went back and they said, well, it's not showing up. Are you sure you did the right one? And I said, yeah, I'm sure I did the right one. Just wait for a couple hours. And then this person WhatsApped me back and said, I still haven't gotten it. And I said, you know what? Shove a penny up your bleep, 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 bleep. We're much smarter on YouTube than you think you are. And take your whatever ass back to whatever country you came from and go F yourself. And then I blocked them.
By the way, Crystal's feed pics come with every candle.
So, I mean, these scammers are even trying, and I don't know, I don't really think this is a YouTube scammer. I think it was probably more so another country or a person from another country.
Yeah.
And so they're even getting into, so then I went to Pink's original thing that I posted in, and I put up a huge cautionary flag saying, do not, because that person, I looked at the rest of the texts or the rest of the comments, they had WhatsApp a lot. So I clicked on them and I hit scams or something like that. Or what can you put on there when you're anyway, scam or threatening activities or whatever. And they got taken down right away, their phone number taken down.
It's just like in sales, when you're cold calling, it's a numbers game. And you call enough people saying the exact same thing, one of them is it's gonna hit. Just like these Microsoft scams, they cold call every single day. Eventually,
Do you know why they needed the money? This is so funny. They needed the money because she needed to practice her music and she needed some iTunes cards and she couldn't buy them in the US and she didn't think about it till she got over there in Peru and couldn't buy them there. Oh, come on. You got to get better at your game.
But I'm telling you, you put it out there to enough people and eventually one of them is going to fall for it. It's
I know. Why do you think I went through that whole chat and I got each one of those struck where they gave a phone number?
Mm-hmm. But it happens every single time. And trust me, they found someone to do it. People are that dumb. They really, truly are that dumb. I don't understand it, but they are.
Well, I like messing around and getting these people struck, even though, basically they'll just go to another place and do their game. But to me, it was some kind of validation for doing that and taking care of other people, which, like you said, Laura, chances are they probably already hit somebody.
Absolutely. They do it all day, every day till they find some. $2,500 in Peru is a lot of money. That's a lot of cash.
Yeah, I accused them of coming out of Nigeria or Africa or something like that.
They're all over. They're all over the U.S. too.
Well, they're also in YouTube community, as we found out.
I kept getting hit on my cell phone. They brought up Ron. One of them said, and I'm petrified about getting hit on my phone, but I had one not too long ago from South Carolina during the Murdoch trial that said, do you have time to talk tomorrow? I reported it and deleted it. And then I thought about it. I'm like, I should have asked, like, who is this? Because, I mean, I have expatriates that are in South Carolina. And I'm like, uh-oh. But it was too late. I figured they could hit me up on Discord or come in my live if it was legit.
Right.
But I'm petrified to even answer a call like that. So every single time I get a text like that, I just report it and delete it.
Well, WhatsApp doesn't have my legal name or my legal phone number or anything like that. So.
But I just say, and a lot of them come through my business line. A lot of them come through WhatsApp, which I never use. But as soon as I see it, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But it's a cautionary tale, even though we know your subs are smarter than that because they've gotten screwed probably on YouTube. So that's just a soft beginning of where they could end up, or a soft landing. And what I was telling you about before is that one guy was a scammer. He apparently had a lot of money. It was on Dateline. And he was living with woman after woman after woman. And when it came down to where they said, because he was always trying to move money around and get money in his pocket. And he said he was from another country, or he was waiting on a lawsuit or something to be get his money from a lawsuit. And about the time that he's already spent this woman's money, he'd move on to another woman. Well, anyway, when it caught up to him and these women all started chatting, somehow they managed to find out about each other because one of them filed a lawsuit against him for taking, I don't know, like $100,000, let's say. Then they find out that they have AIDS. A couple of them tested positive for AIDS. So he got arrested, not just on the monetary criminal charges, but the passing the AIDS around. And he knew.
Hold on. I know puppy scammers are everywhere, Savannah. And this, the sad part is I don't understand why people buy a dog online like that. I really don't. When I got Winston, the drive was like 3.5 hours away. She was in Alabama, but she was like all the way south. And I drove 3 hours and I said, if I get him, I'm leaving with him. But he was $1,000 dog. I wasn't just sending $1,000. And people say, oh, don't buy pure breeds or don't buy, privately. Well, I wanted a purebred Maltese. That's what I wanted. So you can't get that in a shelter. You can't adopt one of those dogs.
Well, didn't Molly go through something like that where Mandy Bell went and checked out the area?
Oh, I don't know if Mandy Bell was involved. Mandy wasn't involved.
Yeah, she was. No, she wasn't involved with the scam, but at that time she was close to Molly, and Molly asked her, hey, how come these people aren't responding to me? and she sent him out to look at it. And it was like either a vacant house or almost demolished house or no house at all on the property.
I agree, Savannah. Don't pay anything till you have the pup in your hands. Totally agree.
Anyway, you never believed that Analyzer had cancer, do you? And I know
No.
that's old school.
I never did.
I never did either.
And she never did. It was all
No.
scam.
Nope, it was a scam. You're right. I
A lot
think
of
she affected Bonnie, and Bonnie's in our group.
Who?
Bonnie McMillan.
Oh. Bonnie gave to her? I didn't know. I wasn't part of the Analyzer shit. I came to YouTube after that.
I don't know if Bonnie gave her money, but Bonnie, I think, might have been close to her until that final straw.
I knew Gravy K was very close to her. Gravy K was very close to Analyzer for a while.
If I remember rightly with Bonnie, it was that somebody called and said that she had died, meaning Analyzer. Like, supposedly this person was Analyzer's mother, that she had died. And I guess Bonnie had gotten really upset about that. And come to find out, it was just another. That person, not Bonnie, that Analyzer is like mentally ill, and I think she's still around.
I don't know. I don't mess with her.
Yeah, but that was old school. For the people that are in here, they might not have been around that long.
Just another cancer scammer. They're all over the place. I saw Natasha Cooper was talking about Tucker tonight. I have no idea why. That talk about old shit.
I think it was because on that Wendy V video she had the other day, people, I don't know, I'm just saying, so in my opinion, I could be wrong. They were talking about why doesn't Tucker and I can't remember who the other one hook up. Oh, I can't remember who the other one was. And they were talking about scamming, and I think they mentioned Natasha's name. It could have been Tucker and Natasha.
Why would Tucker bring up Natasha?
Well,
Tucker wasn't even around.
Basically, we're saying that Tucker, what he did, it was an old school compared to Natasha, who's whipped up her game more. And it's not for St. Jude, but it's for other things.
Yeah, she's still around, Annie. She's got a new channel.
Yeah, and I don't know why people give her money out the butt. What was she doing? Like, not candles, but she was doing not furniture. That's Bombshell.
There are. I agree. Tons of scams these days.
She was doing makeup, I think.
Because money's getting tight for everybody. Oh, Natasha's dragging Tucker and BBT. See, that's what I don't understand. Wasn't BBT on her side? Like last I watched Natasha, BBT was making her videos and it was all about mommy ramblings and they were going after mommy ramblings. I don't know. I never understood it. And now I heard she's fighting with BBT. I never cared for BBT either.
Who's BBT, Laura?
She's from an OG drama.
Oh, I never paid attention to her either.
Come on, guys. We only got 3 orders. We need more candle orders.
I'm waiting until tomorrow, Laura, when my booty comes in.
Okay.
And listen,
candle orders. I got paid for this stuff.
And listen, Laura, on that note, you said, is there a gift card link or something or what? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a gift card. Let me see.
Good night, Kayla.
Where do you get gift cards? What's up, Stoner?
The one and only. Hey, Laura. Hey, Irish girl.
Hey, Stoner.
I just wanted to come up here and say, however.
Okay, however, what? Are you going to say digress too?
No. I said in my life earlier, I was like, where's Irish gal at? Why does she like the way I say however? Wasn't it you that said that?
Oh, I just like to give you a hard time because you're Laura's favorite person.
Laura, are you lost?
No, I'm looking for. I know I offer gift cards, but nobody can find them.
Oh.
She's looking for her chat. She doesn't know which one she's in.
No, I'm looking for gift cards.
So anyway, Stone Gator, did you go over and kick Laura to the curb for a few minutes and go peek on that other one?
No, she kicked us to the curb
Yeah,
because
that's right.
her stuff wouldn't work, and I was waiting for her to come back, so I popped in. Dang! I get in trouble that fast. It wasn't even 5 minutes, Laura.
Gift cards.
Hey, did you see that red dress or that maroon dress or whatever color you call it?
Yes, are you talking to me?
Of her daughters, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that
Yes,
color out of all
okay.
of them. The white one was too busy that Laura liked.
The black and teal one was my fave. The one she said had the line because it's my two favorite colors, and it just looks so
Did
good.
she say that was the one that Laura liked?
Yeah, but it had the line.
I have to set up this whole thing.
Well, Laura, can I just PayPal it to you or something?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'll put a note on there. Do you ever read your notes?
This is like complicated. I always read them.
Okay, some people don't, but I just wondered if you did.
No, I always read them.
So what was I going to say, Stone Gator? What was I going to say about that? Oh, to me it looked white on the camera, and it was like black. It looked busy, the one that Laura liked.
Yeah, what was that kind of pattern looking like thing?
Oh, it was beautiful in person. It was all sequin. It was white and black sequins. It was really nice in person. But in the end, we liked the maroon one best.
And also, Laura, too, the reason somebody, I think, said sweater, and I got to thinking about that, maybe some of these schools do dress codes as far as showing your breasts or...
they don't care. It's prom. It's senior prom.
A lot of them dresses don't have straps at all.
Yeah, that's true, too.
I mean, they care during the regular school year, but not in, it's a senior prom. This is the big one. This is it. The big one. This is it.
Oh, and Laura, I'm going to chastise you when you were talking about a wedding dress. No wedding dress for your daughter until her education's finished.
Oh, she knows. She knows that. I'm just saying that that's the next dress I'll have to buy. I've been buying prom dresses every year. She's been going to prom, either her prom or somebody else's, for the last 4 years.
Laura,
so finally,
I'll get out my tiny violin because I had 2 daughters. How would you like that?
Hey, I still have 3 kids.
2 daughters, meaning 2 of them getting their hair done, 2 of them getting their nails done, 2 of them getting dresses.
That's
how much are tuxedos to rent?
Expensive. Probably
Really?
as expensive as a dress.
Oh, really?
And I thought that was neat that she asked one of her friends. I really do, because my daughter did the same thing one year.
Yeah, because she didn't know who to go with, and they were just going to go with her other friends. I'm like, no, you're going with a guy. I want pictures. It's your senior prom. And then we asked Justin. And Justin's going to go.
And Justin's going to college, too, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh, Justin comes from a very wealthy family. Here's how you order candles. Right there. There's the link. You got over 200 candles to choose from.
You have to buy a candle if you don't hit the like button.
Yes, everyone's got to buy candles. 25% off over the next 3 days. Even if you hit the like button, believe me, I need the sales. I definitely need the sales, especially this month. This month is bad. Lord. Yeah, have kids. They say it'll be fun. They say they don't talk about the cost of them.
But Molly helped you out, letting you drop her link or drop your link.
Someone in Molly's chat yesterday was trying to be a wise ass, and they were like saying something about, well, what do you get out of it, Molly? Molly's like, I just want free candles. That's all I want. I just want free candles. Yes, I do, Savannah.
That's very nice of Molly.
And because Molly knows, you know, every 10 candles, she gets a free candle. And then when she actually pays for candles, she gets candles. You know, I always give her extra. And because I know what she likes. Thank you, Crystal. Because I know what she likes.
Oh, you know, the other thing I want to mention is I had to watch German Lady's review the other day, or talk.
With Tawanda?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
And
hysterical.
well, not only did I laugh at that, but I saw some of the people giving you a hard time, and I thought, this is bull. I wish I was in that live, because as far as I'm concerned, Tawanda has, or whoever's interpreting you the same as them, is a big mistake.
Wait, what was that?
Somebody who's ever interpreting your behavior similar to, like, I don't know. Whose behavior was she talking about? Oh, she was talking about Bombshell. There's a big difference.
There's a huge difference. Huge difference. I'm not even gonna go there, because the comparison is not even remotely close.
Yeah, definitely. But I liked her live. I mean, I watched it on replay, obviously, like I said, but I liked it because she can get some stingers in there, and she can be a real smart mouth sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
How she goes at people.
I agree, but I don't want to talk about drama.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's not drama.
But I think that's the only one I've seen you on for a while, and you just popped in for a few minutes.
What, on German Ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the thing she said to Tawanda, I thought it was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. A pay pig. It was the best thing I ever heard. It was the funniest shit I ever heard.
Dr. Tanya J said, I'll order when I'm in Dallas if shipping is pretty fast.
I would suggest ordering ahead of time and let me know when you're in Dallas so I can get it to you. She feels she's dealing with a really smart robot. Who? Who's dealing with a robot?
Can you hear Penelope snoring?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing happened. She had a fight with Tawanda and Wag's girlfriend, and it was hysterical.
Yeah, and it was over FSC and somebody else.
It was really funny. And then Tracy comes at me. She's like, you know, Tawanda supported you for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I supported my ex-husband for a long time too. What does that matter?
Yeah.
You know, just because I supported somebody at some point doesn't mean I'm indebted to them forever. It's weird.
And then they talked about that other topic, but I won't talk about that.
A figure skating coach.
You want me to cover my ears?
Yeah, Tanya, you just have to order it and give me and put the address in Texas, in Dallas, and that's where I'll send it. I have to get my Etsy set up too.
Oh, that's one of those places that's having some funding problem. I saw that last night. Etsy, and I can't remember the two other businesses. I think they were hooked to that bank that was having all those funding problems in Silicon Valley.
I don't know.
You didn't hear about that, Laura?
No.
These banks didn't have enough money to cover the money people put in the banks. It was almost like the story of It's a Wonderful Life. They were standing outside to get their money pulled out and put it into another bank.
Wow.
Because they only cover, I think the FDIC, if I heard it rightly today, they only cover $250,000
of what?
Money that's put in the bank.
No.
Now I don't know if that's some special thing that the Silicon Bank had, or if it's just an FSC rule across the table.
They cover billions.
I thought that was like covered under FDIC or whatever, where like every single penny you put is.
It is, but these people were moving.
No, she's right. $250,000 deposit insurance is one of the significant benefits of having encountered FDIC insured bank. It's how the FDIC protects your money in the unlikely event of a bank failure. The standard insurance amount is $250,000 per depositor per insured bank per each account.
Well, Lori should have never questioned me because I do follow shit like that.
That's just deposit insurance.
Right. But let me also tell you too, what the problem is these people are playing games with money like they did in 2008. And that's where the issue stems from. And that part, I'm not really sure exactly how that worked, but apparently it's a smaller bank and they don't have the money that they can move around, like let's say Wells Fargo or what's a Chase Bank.
If I had $250,000 in my bank, I'd be thrilled to death.
Well, no shit. Who has $250,000 in their checking account or savings account? They either invested. Yeah.
Minus a few zeros.
Yeah. I like that, Laura. Well, most people are like that. The economy's not so great right now. And
I don't know. A lot of YouTubers seem to be doing just fine.
But hey, Laura, no, you say that, Laura, but you don't realize that the floor is going to fall out from under them someday.
Yeah, but some of them are making enough money that it really doesn't matter.
Well,
some, not all, just some.
I'm not going to argue that point on a live, but I will talk to you about that in more detail at another time. And as far as JLR, I hope we start tightening the regulations on the internet, because when you were talking about him and he was talking about he has media credentials, to me, those people that are not credentialed correctly, which is through like a CBS or NBC or, some major prime network.
Yeah.
I bet they do background checks on those people. Who in the heck wants some crazy person like him or with a criminal background like that and what's her name coming in and looking in your windows?
I agree.
He knew for him to look in that window that Buster was living. It's all over the media. Buster's living with what's her name? What do they call her? His girlfriend's name. Brooklyn, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, if he wants to yell outside a courthouse, fine, but I don't think that gives him any right because they're wearing a media cap and this false tag on their chest.
He's a harasser.
Yeah.
Plain up harasser.
I mean, really, with that kind of a background, they could go like really crazy on you.
I agree.
So it's just not about the education. The education's part of it, but the other part, when you were talking about that in chat, is being credentialed as a true media person probably comes with a background check. Because these newsworthy places, whether it's paper media or it's electronic media, they don't want to be held liable for some crazy person that goes around. And I'll give you an example. We just had, and I'm following that case in Vegas, some clown that was a part of the city council, and he was mad about Tellis was his last name, Telles, and he was mad about what this print media guy was doing that had an article, and he was always following him because of some of the illegal activities this guy was doing. Anyway, he went and killed him. And that's a city council person.
I'm dropping down.
There was one, I'm getting off in a minute. There was one in Vegas like that too.
It was probably Tellis because he did it. He killed him about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. One of my Patreons was friends with him.
Oh, really?
He's friends with him, yeah. She told me all about it.
The murderer?
Yes, yeah. I won't call her out because she was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is. I haven't seen her.
Well, that one guy, the one he killed, was really a well-liked reporter. People said, that he gave a lot to the community, and he was a really good reporter.
I don't know. But I'm getting off because, all right, cameras, woo woo. Because I have to do a couple of things. I got to add these crystals on the website. I got to do some pictures, and I'm freezing and I'm hungry. So with that said, I'm getting off. But Irish Gal, thank you for coming up. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Laura. It was a pleasure too.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, guys, I am shutting down. Tobacco Rose is really good. Really good. It's surprising. Same thing with the cherry pipe tobacco. Now, in all fairness, I have not made the cherry pipe tobacco yet, so I don't know if it's going to be the same in a candle. Sometimes scents smell really good out of the bottle and not so great out of the candle, once you make it in a candle. So I can't back that up yet. But the Tobacco Rose, I can totally back up. It smells really good. So like surprisingly good, honestly. I was kind of surprised at how good it was. But yes, order your candles, 25% off till Friday. The sale automatically eliminates Friday. I have to revamp my websites because I had to send out like 30 wax melts yesterday. And yeah, that took a big chunk, but it was owed to her. Thanks to Wix. Totally fucked up. I change my favorite scent every day. I really do. Right now, I happen to like the Tobacco Rose. But I really need to lessen my scents. I do. I got to get rid of some of them. So that's why I'm going to start selling some of them too. Like on Etsy and stuff, because I have too many. I'm not making a profit because I keep ordering, $200 of scents. So I need to get rid of I need to stop doing that. So, the Molly scents are great. Some of them I'm almost out of. Because for any creator, Yarn, if you get me 10 sales from your people, for every 10, you get a free candle. You get a free candle. I do that with anybody. And if anyone tells me they have a lot of people to sell to, then just give me your, I'll give you your own code. Like Justin wants me to start making candles for him, I told him I'd let him know when I got these new scents in. And then for every 10 that, customers I get, then he gets, a free candle. So, yeah, Molly promotes the shit out of my candles. She loves my candles. And that's a good thing. I have Fireside Marshmallow. And I do that with any creator or anyone really. So, but Molly's a great promoter. She really is. Woo woo. Yeah, we need lots and lots of candle sales. Lots. I know, and I love you too, Yarn. Yarn, you need to order some candles. This is interesting to you. It's very interesting. And by the way, my stupid $80 label maker, my label device thing, I may send back. I really don't think it's worth it. On certain vessels, it is, but the ones I use all the time, I don't think it's worth it. But I'm going to give it a little more and see. So, and yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other scents that like pop out at me. I don't know. Ones that I think are going to sell don't. Some of the stronger scents, like I said, gardenia, I have a ton of. Bamboo and coconut is one of my favorites. Burgundy rose is one of my favorites. Cherry lemonade is one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites. How much are Girl Scout cookies, by the way? That's cheap, Yarn. It's actually gotten cheaper. Molly said she wouldn't even want them if they weren't high quality. Yeah, I agree with that. But how much are Girl Scout cookies these? Girl Scout cookies, the last time I bought them were like $3. Now I'm hearing they're like $7.50 a box. Cantaloupe melon is a great I think I have that. I think I do. Yeah, my kids are on spring break. Girl Scout 5. So that's not too bad. Inflation on that isn't too bad. 5 isn't too bad. Someone told me they were like $7.50. I'm like, maybe that's the gluten-free that is $7.50. Let me tell you, if you want, they're just as expensive because they're like $6. But the gluten-free Oreo mint cookies taste just like Thin Mints. They are so good. I had to stop buying them. Yeah, Teakwood Rose is a creation that I put together. I actually created that. That is mahogany teakwood and rose combined. That was one of the scents I created. Because I was like, I want to mix these two together, see what I come up with. And it turned out to work. But black tie, my husband made me throw it away. Oh, you mean the bow tie cookies? Okay, so the gluten-free is $7.50. That makes sense then. That makes perfect sense. Do you without planning? Yeah, the gluten-free, I'm telling you, the gluten-free mint Oreo cookies are to die for. I had to stop ordering them. I mean, I had to stop buying them. I was like, I'm eating like 10 of these at a time. Tea with lemon? Yeah, but that's not mint. Oh, for the person that asked me, by the way, I got the lemon sea salts and something mist back in. I got that back in. I know someone asked me for it. Oh, the candle black tie? I don't know that one. Oh, Bath and Body? I have a lot of guy scents, actually. I'm looking forward to making this this other one tomorrow. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. The cherry pipe tobacco. I'm interested to see what it smells like. Candle smells like sweet tea. I have that. I have a couple of them. And we got in all organic oils, which is what I made the roll-on oils with. And by the way, if you don't want cursing on your oils, just let me know and I'll change it. But I thought it was cute. Thank you, Tanya. Send a little tip via PayPal. Thanks for the company. Thank you. You buy a candle for your husband, but you won't order it from me. The gluten-free Oreos they're like $5.50, depending on where you buy them. Yeah, I think they're like $5.50. He's going to love it. Love, love, love it. So, all right, I'm going to get off, though. I still have to upload this video for the candle, for the other website, which I think I'm going to start talking about scents that I get in. I've seen a lot of videos like that, like testing scents from different companies. So I'm going to do that too. I'm going to upload. I'm probably going to do that tonight. I have another video that I already done that has to be uploaded. So busy, but order your candles. You won't be disappointed. You will love them. Promise, guaranteed. And that's it. So I will see you guys later. I have lip gloss. That should be, oh no, is that on the website? No, I didn't put that on because I got to make more because this batch, it came out oily and I don't like that. So yeah, I have to make a new batch. But I can't screw up this batch or then I'm going to, eat all the profits. But yeah, lipsticks will be done by tomorrow. I can't say by tomorrow, by Wednesday. because, you know, you can only do so much in a day. Yes, I got cherry blossom. I got fireside. I got all of that stuff. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. And don't scam anyone. And don't get scammed. Question everything. All right. And I'm going back to listening to Nashville because I don't even want the show to end. I am so fucking hooked on the show. I don't even know why I didn't watch it when it came out, but I'm glad I didn't. There's nothing like watching 6 seasons, like almost like 160 episodes, all an hour apiece. So you guys wonder where I am? I'm probably listening to Nashville. I'm on season 4, episode like 12, I think. So I got a while to go. Juliet just went into rehab. Don't hear much from Avery, but I found out in real life that Juliet left the show because I looked it up. Juliet left the show because she was really going through postpartum in her actual real life. So, but yeah, she just, and what's his name, just committed suicide. Well, not committed suicide, but, you know, they think he committed suicide. And yeah, that's what I'm up to. So yeah, it's crazy, crazy. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Make sure you order your candles. Make sure you go to my other site for candles and crickets. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Peace.